Now, let me close this part on this last 10 minutes, I guess. I'm just reiterating the chart you see behind me. I took and created it to put in a book or put on the back of the book, but it's coming from that. This is a part that I have to put up when I go on my ministry. It haven't been hard, but it's been steady work for me. I've been constantly working night and day, trying to create what infrastructure, something where I can go from place to place and talk to people, show them. The only way I can do is construct these things here, and once I get everything straightened out where I can go and speak to people, I'll have something just to show them, and I can go from place to place and create a formality to remind people who will receive me. Talk to people in old people. I don't need no air conditioning. Don't need no heat. I can talk to them, speak to them in an open field. Whoever receives me. We got to go back to basic fundamentals. We got to go back to old style. The old style is when the gospel was gospel, not there as a reality talk show, not there as a show and tell group. Like people who have self-interest at heart, who try to outlook the one or another. It had became gospel had became a way of competition more than it is traditional. So we got to turn away from the competition and return back to a tradition where we use gospel as a formality to feed our children. When we use the gospel as to deliver us from bondage. So this is what we are doing. The little cat is humming at my window. But we got to return to basics. That's another thing. We got to start back raising our own food. Because if we don't start back raising our own food, there's something going to come upon us that when the system fails and the markets fail, who are we going to turn to? This is why we got to go. We got to change. So we're running out of fuel. We're running out of time. And we're running out of effort. God has spoken all of these things before now. And we have arrived at the point, as men would say, Father Time has taken us to a place where we didn't expect, because we had always said it in our heart that God is not God. Jesus is not Jesus. But I'm a good living proof. I am a true witness that I am one of the prophets that was slain in the body of Jesus Christ as his witness, who spoke of in St. John chapter 5 and said, a man is coming greater than John the Baptist. He's going to testify of me. He continued to say that he's going to testify. Even in St. John, if you can read all of these things in St. John, throughout St. John, he spoke a lot concerning my arrival and what I will do, even in the prophecy of Habakkuk. He spoke concerning these matters, and here I am today, doing exactly like he said I would do. This is no myth. This is no propaganda of lies, but it's the true gospel have been written down in the scriptures of your Bible that you carry with you day by day. You know something had to come. Huh? When he spoke concerning Daniel, prophecy of Daniel, what will stand around the holy places. He told you right there, something going to happen. He told you in Ezekiel when he showed you the space shelter in Ezekiel chapter 1 and other prophets, Ezekiel. Even 10, when he showed you these things going to happen. So what we got to do, you can't wait till the doors and windows of heaven close and say, I think I will serve the Lord. But you got to put it in your heart and serve him right now. You can't sit and say, wait till the doors of heaven and the windows of heaven close and say, I think I go love my neighbor. Too late. The white men and the black men got to unite themselves together. They got to undo that which have been caused by the evil mind of injustice. For one man was elevated higher than the other. Where one man was judged righteously because of the color of his skin, where another man was crucified because of the color of his skin. We got to tear down the barriers of racism and embrace the idea of truth. We have to establish the true integrity of God. We have to do away with law, rules, and regulation is where it is impartial to one and unjust to others. We got to do away with these laws that cause one man to suffer and one man to go free. And they're guilty of the same crime. We got to change our heart, not think like Christians, but do like Christians. We got to do according to the will of our God. We got to honor his word. We got to embrace the truth that came from him. And we got to speak out against all evils of the earth, whether it be conducted by a black man or a white man. We must treat sin as sin. We must make a difference between the truth and a lie. We got to say, oh no, we cannot let our eyes deceive us because we see man as a black man and man as a white man. We must make it in our judgment to judge a man because of his ways and his action and not by the character of the color of his skin. So I'm going to check this one off. I didn't come out with the most hostile start towards attitude, but I had to rile the troops up to let them know where we are. We have to embrace truth. We got to, we must. We must. It's the only way we're going to defend Satan is change the dynamics of his law. Embrace. President Barack Obama is one great president. He embraced truth. He connected the black with white, but this is what some of the people don't want to see because they don't want to see a united front. But through him is a united front where every man